right, the selling season, summertime, it's almost over. Before we get to the video though, in the comments, I want to hear from you. Where are you from? And be honest, does the wintertime affect sales, even if it's slightly? Okay, so what are we gonna do? The summer season, the selling season, it's almost gone. Maybe it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. Maybe it did. But if it didn't, what are we gonna do to ensure that we don't slip in the wintertime? I think the first thing that we gotta do is we gotta check our mental, and we gotta check our attitude. Because yeah, it's gonna be nasty in some states. It's gonna get cold. Customers might not be out and about freely like they are in the summertime. But you gotta get your attitude right. You gotta be willing to do what it takes. And I personally think the ones that succeed in the summer, in the wintertime, are the ones that don't break habit and they don't break their process just because the weather changed. And here's what I mean. Let's take this small example, okay? In the summertime, you have a customer that's gonna come in and they're gonna look at a vehicle, and you know they're coming in, so you set the appointment, and you're a professional, so you go outside, you track the vehicle down beforehand, you pull it up, you send them a nice video. Hey, Mr. Customer, I got this vehicle pulled up for you, and it's ready to go, and I'm holding on to the keys. We'll see you at 3:30. Now the wintertime hits, a little nasty outside. Now you're starting to wonder, do I really need to go track that vehicle down right now? Do I really need to send them a video? I mean, it's pretty nasty outside. Video probably won't even look that good. You know what? I'm gonna wait 10 minutes before the customer gets there, and I'll pull that vehicle up then. Customer's probably not gonna care about the video anyway, because it's gonna be a kind of a nasty video anyway. So I won't even worry about it. That happened to you? I'm telling you, the competition in the wintertime, it goes down. Not just at your dealership, but at all dealerships. Salespeople start to hibernate a little bit. They're not out and about like they were in the summertime. They're just not, like, the mood isn't there. You know? The weather's down, the attitudes are down, they're not free roaming like they used to. So you can take advantage of this. I always liked the wintertime. I don't like the weather. As far as the rain and the nasty, I prefer the nice weather. But I prefer the winter for selling because the competition is less. It's less at our dealership. It's less at all the other dealerships around, just because it's a natural habit what happens to salespeople, and you can take advantage of it. So the biggest thing is getting your mental straight, making sure your attitude's on point, and you don't change your process. Okay, and that leads into number 2. Stick to the process. You've been working all summer to perfect your process. Keep it the same. Don't change it because the winter's here. If anything, tighten it up more. Customer probably doesn't want to go to 2 or 3 dealerships. In the wintertime, summertime, they might actually go to more dealerships. It's summertime. It's nice outside. Hey, let's just go take a drive. Let's drive some other dealerships. They might go to more dealerships in the summertime, but in the wintertime, they might not want to. They might say, hey, it's nasty outside. Let's just find the vehicle that we're after and let's just try to get it wrapped up. No need to go all these dealerships in this nasty weather. So tighten the process up. Tighten it up. Okay? When it comes to the trade appraisals, managers, salespeople, get outside. Still do the walk around of the trade. I get it. It's nasty. Don't just take their word for it on the miles. Don't just take their word for it on the condition. Don't be afraid to go outside. Okay? Go outside, do the proper trade appraisal. It's part of the process. Stick to it. You can do better in the winter. I promise you. You can do better in the winter than you can do in the summer. If you stick to the process. You got to stick to the process every day. Okay? Also, are you going to walk around your trades? Are you going to walk around the fresh trade-ins? Are you going to walk around the lot to know the inventory? Summertime, right? You made it a daily habit. You made it a habit. You made it a habit to walk around the fresh trades. You made it a habit to walk around the fresh new inventory. because you wanted to be prepared. You wanted to know what we had in stock. Now the winter time's here. It's a little nastier outside. Still need to do that? Or is today okay? Is today okay not to do that? Because it's nasty outside. You don't want to walk around and get all nasty and all that. I don't know. I would still do it personally. So I think you should do it. Anyway. Sorry. I'm checking my own inventory right now. Doing what I'm telling you that you should be doing. I'm checking my own inventory. Looking at the fresh trade-ins. So just these daily habits. The mental side. The process side. If you're willing to keep pushing forward on this during the winter, you ain't gonna miss anything. You ain't gonna miss out. I bet you sell more. And then if you really do pay attention and you watch the other salespeople, you'll know what I'm talking about. And you probably already know what I'm talking about because you might be one of them. But if not, you have a chance to do something special. Okay, so sorry, I lost a little track there because I'm pulling into my dealership and I'm looking at the inventory. So back to what I'm talking about. Okay, hey, I don't know if you like these videos the way I do them. I'm not going off of a script here. I'm not some script guy that's going off script. Every video I do is just from right here, and I just give it to you real, raw, and I hope that resonates a little bit more because the whole idea behind these videos is to give you some motivation and some actual tips on how to become better as a car salesperson. This is a long career and a really good one if you decide to stay with it. You know, there's a lot of training out there that's going to go over objections and you know, lines to use and all that. And I don't know, at some point maybe I'll come out with that. But what's never really talked about, at least with all the training that I've ever done, is like the real parts in the middle, what we deal with on a day-to-day basis, how our minds are working, the shit that we're working with, you know, inside the dealership. We don't ever talk about that much. And I don't know if this is going to resonate with everybody or not, but every video I bring you is raw, real, right from here, right from personal knowledge, right from probably my day that I just had at the dealership. Okay, because I'm still driving in every day and I'm going to the dealership every single day. So a lot of the stuff I'm talking about is from personal experience that I'm dealing with. Salespeople I'm dealing with, customers I'm dealing with, certain issues, certain processes we're trying to tighten up. And then I just put that in the video and give it to you and you do as you please. But anyway, seriously, the winter time's about to come. Let's make sure we're ready. Let's make sure we got some warm clothes. We got the right shoes on. You know, we got the process down pat. We're not going to skip the process. If anything, we're going to tighten it up. Our mental is going to be there. We're going to be ready to go. We're going to get excited because we know the competition is going to be less. And let's actually take advantage of the winter. It's one of the best times to sell vehicles. You know why? Customers don't want to negotiate as much either, so you tend to make a little bit more money actually. Because customers are like, yo, man, I always want to get this done, in, out. School's here, sports are here. You know, everything is going on. So the time that the customer wants to spend at the dealership is actually less in the wintertime than it is in the summertime. So if you know that, do it the right way. Be willing to do all the deal online. Be willing to do part of the deal online. Be willing to deliver the vehicle. Be willing to go outside in the nasty weather, pull the vehicle up. Be willing to do all these things. And take advantage that the competition isn't going to do this. I promise you, no matter what, the competition, for the most part, will be less, and it'll be less at your dealership too. I just know it because I've seen it. 20 years doing this, I see it every year. Competition goes down. And then there's always that 10% that those like, they just don't care. They'll just go out there and they'll do it. So I appreciate you guys. Keep watching. And in the comments too, on any one of my videos, if there's anything that you would like to know or you would like me to talk about, let me know. Like I said, these are just raw, unscripted conversations that I'm having with you guys. So if there's anything that you can think about that you'd like to know a little bit about. Maybe I didn't touch on it enough. Put it in the comments. I'll do a video on it. Share this with some people that need a little bit of inspiration, motivation, and just keep watching, keep subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm gonna blow this thing up, and I'm gonna bring you every single ounce of knowledge that I have, and I'm gonna give it to you guys, because this business has done me so well in my life and has gave me the opportunity to provide for my family when I decided to get myself accountable, set a process, be a professional, and actually learn it. A lot of times I compare it to sports, right? You look at the people that play sports. You got the naturals, right? That play sports, and maybe the practice isn't there or whatever. But then you got those hardcore people like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. You just got those hardcore people that, like, they just live. Tom Brady, that just live and breathe it every day, right? They're in the trenches. They're in the process every day. That's all they're talking about. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I just decided, you know what? I'm a professional just like them. I might not have been gifted enough to play sports, but you know what? I'm going to be a professional at this, and I'm going to learn everything I have to know about it. I'm going to listen to the boring podcast. I'm going to listen to the data that's talking about the customers. I'm going to listen to why certain things are in vehicles and what customers want. And I want to figure out why customers want to buy vehicles and how they want to buy vehicles. I want to learn about the pain points of the customer, and I want to learn how easier to do things. You know, I want to learn the process and how to follow it to a T, and how to perfect my process. And I want to figure out how to get better on a daily basis, how to talk to customers, how to treat employees, how to gain customers' long-term retention. I want to do all that every single day because I want to be a professional. And then, you know, years go by and everybody looks at you like, how do you do it? I don't understand how he did it. Day after day, that's how I did it. You guys can do it too. So sorry to get off topic there a little bit, but winter's coming. Be prepared. And realistically, like I said, in order to achieve high results in the winter, if your area is affected a little bit by winter, is do exactly what you're doing in the summer, but just take it up a notch. It's really all you got to do. You don't really got to do anything different. You just got to do everything you're doing good in the summer and just step it up one more notch. It's going to make it happen. All right, guys, appreciate it. Share this video. Somebody that might need a little bit of love or some attention, help them out, and let's make it great. Talk to you tomorrow.